Oh, hell yeah, folks. Strap in because today we're ripping into the absolute dumpster fire that is entitled parents. Those delusional disasters who pop out a kid and suddenly think the entire planet owes them a parade. You know the type, the ones who treat rules like suggestions, boundaries like toilet paper, and everyone else's sanity like their personal punching bag. I'm your savage narrator, completely over this crap, and we're about to roast 3 stories straight from the Reddit nightmare factory. These aren't just bad parenting fails. These are full-on entitlement explosions that'll have you screaming, "How are these people real?" Let's dive headfirst into the chaos, because if I have to read this garbage, so do you. All right, story 1 kicks off in the hellscape known as a crowded airport. You know, that magical place where patience goes to die and everyone's already one delayed flight away from a meltdown. Our hero, let's call him OP, is just trying to board a plane like a normal human being, minding his own business in the economy line. But oh no, enter entitled mom, we'll dub her Queen Karen the First, waddling up with her screaming toddler in a stroller that looks like it could double as a battering ram. This lady's got that classic "I'm a mom, so worship me" vibe, complete with the messy bun, yoga pants, and a glare that could curdle milk. So, the gate agent's calling for first class and families with young children to board first, right? Standard procedure, no big deal. But Queen Karen? She's not in that group. Her kid's like 4 or 5, old enough to walk, talk, and apparently throw epic tantrums on command. But does she wait her turn? Hell no. She shoves her way to the front, cutting past like 20 people, and demands to board immediately because, get this, my precious angel is tired and needs to nap on the plane right now. Oh, boo freaking who. As if every other passenger isn't exhausted from dealing with TSA pat-downs and overpriced airport coffee. The entitlement here is already off the charts, like she thinks her kid's fussiness is a medical emergency that trumps everyone else's existence. OP, who's right behind her in line, politely pipes up like, "Hey ma'am, the family boarding is for infants and strollers that actually need assistance. Your kid's walking just fine." Big mistake. OP, never poke the bear when it's armed with mommy martyrdom. Queen Karen whips around faster than a bad plot twist and unleashes the guilt trip from hell. "How dare you? Don't you have kids? You have no idea how hard it is. My baby is special and needs priority." Special? Lady, every parent thinks their crotch goblin is the chosen one, but that doesn't mean you get to hijack the boarding process. The kid's not even crying at this point. He's just munching on goldfish crackers like it's snack time at the apocalypse. Things escalate quicker than a Black Friday brawl. The gate agent tries to intervene, explaining the rules calmly, but Queen Karen doubles down. She starts fake crying. Oh yeah, weaponizing those tears like a pro, sobbing about how airlines hate families, and this is discrimination against mothers. Discrimination? Girl, the only thing being discriminated against here is common decency. She's blocking the line now, refusing to move, and her kid starts picking up on the drama, throwing crackers everywhere like confetti at a pity party. Passengers are muttering, phones are out recording, because nothing says viral embarrassment like a meltdown over boarding order. Finally, security gets called because she's turning this into a full spectacle. OP's just standing there, trying not to laugh as Queen Karen screeches, "I'll sue, my husband is a lawyer." Spoiler. He probably isn't, or if he is, he's hiding in shame. The fallout? They drag her ass to the side, let everyone else board, and she ends up on a later flight because, plot twist, her tantrum made them miss the cutoff. Her kid? Totally fine, just confused why mom's acting like a toddler on steroids. What a joke. This isn't parenting, this is a masterclass in turning a minor inconvenience into a public humiliation. Queen Karen, you get 0 stars. Your delusion is so thick it could insulate a house. If you think having a kid means skipping lines, newsflash, it doesn't. It means teaching them patience, not entitlement. What an absolute clown show. Whew! If that didn't boil your blood, hold on to your seats because story 2 takes us to the wild world of grocery store warfare, where carts become weapons and entitlement flows freer than the free samples. Our OP this time is a poor cashier just trying to survive the evening rush at a big box store. It's packed, lines are long, and everyone's hangry. Enter entitled dad. Let's call him King Clown Pants, rolling in with two hyper kids under 10, a cart overflowing with junk food, and an attitude that screams, "I peaked in high school and it's been downhill since." Setup's simple. OP's scanning items at warp speed, but King Clown Pants lets his kids run amok. One's knocking over displays, the other's grabbing candy off the impulse racks like it's a free-for-all. Instead of parenting, this dude's on his phone, scrolling memes or whatever, ignoring the chaos. When OP politely asks him to rein in the mini tornadoes because they're disrupting other customers, he looks up like she's the one being rude. They're just kids, let them have fun. Fun? Buddy, this ain't Chuck E. Cheese. It's a store where people pay money not to trip over your spawn. But, oh, the entitlement ramps up. His total comes to like $150, and surprise, he's short on cash. Instead of, putting stuff back like a responsible adult, he demands a discount because, "My kids need this food. You're not gonna let children starve, are you?" Starve? From the looks of that cart, it's all chips and soda. The only thing starving here is good nutrition. OP explains store policy. No random discounts for bad planning. That's when King Clown Pants pulls the manipulation card, guilting her with, "Come on, be a human. I have kids. That should mean something." Yeah, it means you should have budgeted better, not begged for handouts. Escalation hits peak stupidity when he starts yelling, drawing a crowd. "This store hates families. My boys are angels. They're just energetic." Angels. One just smeared chocolate on the conveyor belt, and the other's hiding under the counter. Other customers are side-eyeing hard, and the manager gets called. King Clown Pants tries to play victim. "She's being mean to my children." "No, sir, she's being paid minimum wage to deal with your nonsense." The reaction? Manager sides with OP, tells him to pay up or leave. He huffs, puffs, leaves half the cart behind, and storms out. But not before his kid knocks over a pyramid of cans on the way, causing a massive crash. Embarrassing? You bet. The whole store's laughing, and he's red-faced, dragging his screaming kids out like a defeated general. Fallout. OP hears from coworkers that this guy's a repeat offender, always pulling the "but my kids" card. What a pathetic move. This isn't protective parenting. This is premium-grade laziness wrapped in delusion. King Clown Pants, you don't get a medal for being loud, wrong, and unbearable. Imagine raising kids while acting more immature than them. Your entitlement's so aggressive it could knock over furniture. Straight up ridiculous, and if I were there, I'd have handed you a parenting book instead of change. All right, shaking off that trash fire, let's slam into story 3. This one's a doozy from the battlefield of a kid's birthday party at a public park. Picture it. Sunny day, balloons everywhere, a bunch of families chilling. OP's hosting a small party for their niece's 5th birthday. Rented pavilion, cake, games, the works. They've got signs up saying, "Reserved for private party," because, duh, they paid for it. Enter entitled mom duo. Yeah, 2 for the price of 1 delusion. A tag team of mommy bloggers or whatever, showing up uninvited with their brood of 4 kids each, acting like the park's their personal kingdom. Quick setup. OP's group is midway through Pin the Tail on the Donkey when these 2 Karens in training saunter over, kids in tow, and plop down at the tables. "Oh, this looks fun. Mind if we join? Our little ones love parties." OP's like, this is private. We reserved it. But do they back off? Nope. The entitlement ignites. But it's a public park. You can't hog it all. Sharing is caring, especially for children. Sharing? Lady, you didn't chip in for the pizza or the piñata. This is like crashing a wedding and demanding cake. Things get messy fast. Their kids start grabbing party favors, diving into the snack table like starving wolves, while the moms sip their Starbucks and chat about essential oils or some nonsense. OP asks them nicely to leave. Twice. Response? Full guilt weaponization. How heartless. Denying kids fun? What kind of monster are you? Our babies deserve this too. Deserve? Your babies deserve parents who teach boundaries, not freeloading. One mom even pulls the fake victim act, posting on her phone, probably live tweeting the injustice to her 12 followers. Escalation peaks when OP calls park security because now the uninvited kids are fighting over toys and one smashes the cake. Yes, full-on face plant into the frosting. The moms? Instead of apologizing, they double down. See? This is what happens when you exclude people. Rules shouldn't apply if kids are involved. Rules are optional if you complain loud enough. That's not how life works, geniuses. Other party guests are pissed, kids are crying, it's Chaos City. The reaction? Security shows up, checks the reservation, and escorts the duo out. But not without drama. They're yelling about calling corporate on a public park, and one kid's throwing a tantrum, kicking dirt everywhere. Embarrassing ending. As they're leaving, one mom trips over her own stroller, spilling her coffee all over her white jeans. Karma's a caffeinated bitch. The whole park's staring, laughing under their breaths. OP's party resumes, but with extra stories to tell. What a farce. These moms aren't parents. They're professional moochers teaching their kids that entitlement's a superpower. The delusion here is Olympic level. Thinking birthing kids gives you a VIP pass to everyone else's events. No, sweeties, that's called being a leech. Your arrogance is so bloated it could float a parade. Utterly ridiculous, and if parenting were a sport, you'd be benched for life. Whew, all right, we've survived the gauntlet of these three entitlement epidemics, from airport anarchy to grocery greed to party piracy. Each one more infuriating than the last, proving once again that some parents treat the world like their kids' personal playground. But tell me in the comments, which of these nightmare nurturers was the most insufferable? Was it Queen Karen hijacking the plane line with her special sob story? King Clownpants begging for discounts while his kids wrecked the store? Or the dynamic duo of mooching moms crashing a party like entitlement zombies? Drop your votes, smash that like button if you're as fed up as I am, subscribe for more savage takedowns, and remember, don't be that parent, or you might end up roasted here next. Peace out, you legends. Stay savage.